What's up, guys? It's your boy Cam. I am here with another video. We are here with the Fallout show to NXT TakeOver Stand and Deliver. We're on our way to NXT TakeOver Supremacy, and this is the Fallout show for the Thunder brand. We had the Inferno brand. If you didn't watch that, you got to go watch it. One of my best shows that I feel like I've ever booked, and this should be a no slouch in itself. We got some good surprise. I ain't gonna say what it is, but some storylines continuing, new storylines, new feuds building up, and some interesting premises. Is that how you say it? Some interesting storylines and storyline beats that are going to be here. Next week is supposed to be looking stacked, so this show is kind of building towards Supremacy, but next week we're going to have a really stacked show, and I'll show y'all why. So let's get in. Okay, so first match we have MXK versus the Hunters. I forgot when I was booking the pay-per-view for NXT TakeOver Stand and Deliver, I forgot to put these two teams on. They were supposed to have a match on the pay-per-view, but I forgot to, so I said, let me just move it towards the show since I forgot. And this does have storyline consequences as well. But in a good match, MSK defeated the Hunters in 15:52 when Zachary Wentz submitted David Richards. Zachary Wentz was the weak link. Desmond Xavier 69, Zachary 55, David 68, and Eddie Edwards 77. Really good match to kick off the show. 62, and I couldn't complain. 74. So MSK beat the Hunters, and FTR come out and says that Trish gave them a heads up that the winner of the previous match between MSK and the Hunters will be placed in the fatal four-way match at Supremacy. The two teams from both brands will face each other in a fatal four-way match for the tag titles. So two teams from Thunder and two teams from Inferno will face each other for the NXT Tag Team Championships. And FTR says, MSK, you boys earned a shot at these titles. Even though you earned it, we don't think what you guys do is special. You see, your style is similar to those in the Cowards of the Young Bucks to a lesser degree. It's all indie crap. It's all flips, dives. It's all gymnastics and not real wrestling. What y'all should be doing belongs in a high school gym. MSK tells them that what they're doing, what their style got them here today. Their style is entertaining. That style got them from Impact Wrestling to NXT. This is what got them notarized. MSK says what they do is real wrestling, not doing comedy gimmick and shaving each other's backs. MSK dropped the mic and fake a super kick like the Young Bucks. FTR already got super kicked on Sunday. They duck, and MSK leave the ring and laugh at them. The announcers also say that Grizzled Young Veterans will be one of the teams from Inferno that will be represented. 69. So Trish says tonight is action-packed. She says that they will have qualifiers for the men's Thunder team. It will be Trent Seven versus the returning Damian Priest. Also, it will be Isaiah Swerve Scott versus Bandito in the main event. Aleister Black will also make his in-ring return as well. And Karrion Kross comes out and says, "Where's Finn Balor?" Trish says that he's not here tonight, and he's not here tonight because he wasn't supposed to be here on the show, and the rest of Balor Club isn't here as a result. And Kross says he wants to fight someone, and he's giving the roster to the end of the show to step up. Damian Priest returns in a good match with decent wrestling when he defeated Trent Seven in 15:08 by pinfall at the South of Heaven. Damian Priest 59, Trent Seven 58. Pretty good match from both men. 67. So Damian Priest grabs a mic and says, "It's good to be back." He sat at home after winning that Legacy to self-reflect. For years he tried to hide the darkness and show the cool side of his personality. After what Rosemary put him through, he realized that the dark side will always be a part of him. He'll always be a ladies' man, I spelled that wrong, and win championships. But now he'll tap into the dark side if need be. Priest says when he leads Team Thunder to victory, he's coming after the NXT Championship and Chad Gable. Yeah, so good thing. I'm a big Damian Priest fan, so I'm glad to get him back on the show and start utilizing him after Legacy. So yeah, I think he really needed a character change. So yeah, let's get it. Not a character change, but I really didn't know what to do with him after Legacy. So I said, let me just keep him off the show for a little bit and have him return now and put put him back in a primetime spot. So yeah, I think that's pretty good. Yeah, with that storyline, I didn't know where I was going with the Rosemary Damian Priest thing. I know where I was going with the Rosemary Alyssa Flash, that whole feud. But with the Damian Priest aspect, I only did that for the feud with Jake something. So I wanted to say, how do I continue that storyline? So I just said that that dark side will always be a part of him, but he'll always be a ladies' man, trying to win championships, get money, but he'll always have that dark side to tap into if need be. 58. We see a man crossing the bridge over a small body of water. He throws something into the recycling bin. So yeah, I gotta pay attention to this. He throws something into the recycling bin, but he crosses over a bridge. He crosses the bridge over a small body of water. Over and over again, we hear the quote, "Blessed is he, in the name of charity and goodwill, shepherds the herd, the weak, through the valley of darkness. For he is truly his brother's keeper, the finder of lost children. And I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance, furious anger, those who attempt to poison and destroy my brothers." The hooded man's in a disguised voice says that next week he's coming to finish what he started. He leaves drinking some orange juice. And for those who don't know what that quote is from Pulp Fiction. That should give you another hint at who it is. They said they came to finish what they started. So is that somebody returning? I don't know. I mean, I know who it is, but I wonder, do y'all know who it is? But they say next week they came to finish what they started. 80. Okay, so Charlotte says at TakeOver she proved the lesson to Dakota Kai, and that means being the best means winning at all costs. I mean, the referee didn't see it, and the ruling is final. The race to the top isn't one of rainbows and sunshine, but you got to get your hands dirty. I am the best in the world, but I'm also the daughter of the dirtiest player in the game. I want 1, 2, 3 in the middle of the ring. Dakota had her shot, and she gets no more. So Charlotte's saying, hey, I am one of the best in the world, but sometimes you got to win at all costs. And that's a lesson I'm proving to Dakota, that I'll always outsmart her. Sometimes being the best isn't always about natural ability, but using your mind and using your environment to your surrounding. And Charlotte did that because... how long is this? 6 minutes. Charlotte did that because she's the daughter of the dirtiest player in the game, and it got tough for her to beat Dakota on her own, so she cheated. And she says that, hey, the referee ruling is final. I beat Dakota, and I should be done for her. But Dakota comes down to the ring, but Charlotte leaves because she doesn't want any of this. Dakota tells Charlotte, what she did on Sunday proved nothing. You couldn't beat me with your natural ability, but you relied on cheating. I want one more shot, me versus you, woman to woman, unless you're really not the best. Charlotte just shoos Dakota away. So Dakota gets personal and says, I guess it is true. Charlotte may be the most overrated out of the horsewomen. I mean, Sasha, Bayley, or Becky wouldn't have to cheat to be a nothing like me. And Charlotte says, you got your match, because she's angry at this point. She says, it could be me versus you in a steel cage match next week. So next week in our main event, NXT TakeOver Stand and Deliver rematch. Dakota Kai versus Charlotte Flair. I know some people don't like rematches, but this rematch is something with purpose. I hate rematches just for the sake of rematches, like WWE does. No shots at them, but they know it's true. But this is a rematch with a purpose, and the feud really didn't end at Stand and Deliver, but really just intensified. So I guess it's going to be over between Charlotte Flair and Dakota Kai. Steel cage match. So no cheating, no shenanigans. Woman versus woman. Next week in the main event. Steel cage. 63. In a decent match, Bronson Reed defeated Christian Casanova in 8:59 by pinfall the Death Drop Driver. Bronson Reed 68. Christian Casanova 49. And Big Show he's managing Bronson Reed. Well, not managing, but he was at ringside, basically, watching the match. A pretty good match from Bronson Reed. 61. So Shiza McKenzie comes out. She says that she doesn't know what got in the K last Sunday, and quite frankly, after what happened, she doesn't care. K gave her 10 stitches. This isn't her playing. She's serious. She will make Allison K bleed for what she did. because they have a match next week. So we're building towards next week. So Kay comes down the ring with no music and kendo stick in hand. She slides into the ring. Shazzy McKenzie tries to punch her, but Kay dodges and hits her with the kendo stick over and over again, a la what happened at Stand and Deliver. Kay is smiling as Shazzy tries to get up, but she can't. Kay whispers broken in her ear, in the ear of Shazzy McKenzie. She whispers in the ear of Shazzy, and she says the word broken. She gives her a sadistic smile and whacks her in the back one last time. So why is Allison Kay saying broken to Shazzy McKenzie? Is Allison Kay broken? I mean, it looks like she is. She went off on the deep end on Sunday. This is just her proving that I think she's a lost cause. But it'll be Shazzy McKenzie versus Allison Kay next week. 79. Bianca tells Maya that they are the two very best at what they do. One's going to give. They're both great wrestlers, overcame adversity, and have been dominant over the past 8 months. Bianca says it's a fight of whose will is the strongest, who will lose, who will give up. Bianca says she's never given up in her life, and she will continue to be champ until she retires. She says that is supremacy, her proposed match against Maya. But she wants to defend her title now. She wants to be a defending champion. She wants to have an open challenge. So Shotzi Blackheart with bandages all over her waist. Man, I gotta do better on my spelling. I said will. I was trying to rush and get this show out. But Shotzi Blackheart with bandages all over her waist since she got injured at TakeOver in the Elimination Chamber match. Called back to when Shotzi challenged Bianca Belair several weeks ago. So yeah, this is kind of a combination of but what happened several weeks ago when Bianca was having an interview with Kathy Kelly, and Shotzi Blackheart was the first woman after Legacy to really step up to her. So this, even though they faced that TakeOver in Elimination Chamber match, that's not 1v1. So this is going to be a 1v1 match. And the match gets a 45. Goodness. Like I said, God, this was not good at all. And about that had good heat and decent wrestling. Bianca Belair defeated Shotzi Blackheart 15:56 with the KOD. Bianca Belair makes defense number 6 of the NXT Intercontinental Championship. This was worse than I thought it was going to be. Lack of psychology. Yeah, I knew maybe should have made the match shorter. I knew that Shotzi was hurt, but I didn't want having the other woman on the roster to lose, and I thought this was a good spot for Shotzi. But even though I thought it was going to be better, 45 is really not good. I was hoping for at least a 60, but 45 is really not good. And Shotzi got hurt. She's still hurt too, so next that's on me. I'll take the egg on the face for that one. This was not good at all. But what is good is that rating. So Bianca wins, but the lights go out. Scarlett appears on the rampway with the spotlight on her. Scarlett speaks for the first time, being away from Karrion Kross, and she says, "I want that on your shoulder, and we will meet in due time." You get it, due time, since her and Karrion always talks about time, and time is ending. Okay, but it looks like Scarlett Bordeaux is not done with Bianca Belair, even though she lost in the Elimination Chamber. It wasn't a 1v1 match. And Scarlett says that I want you 1 versus 1. 1v1. So we'll see what happens. But it looks like Bianca Belair isn't out the woods yet. 56. Tyler Breeze hosts a celebration of himself winning the Openweight Championship. He has mirrors all in the ring looking at himself all seductively. Tyler says it must be a crime to look this beautiful. He tells all the ladies in the crowd he's great in the ring, good looking, and he's excellent in the bedroom. Tyler says this title represents him, a beautiful entity held down by ugliness. Breeze says he was held down in WWE because people and the demented old man didn't see his worth. He knows his worth, and he'll prove it next week when he's hosting an open challenge. So next week is looking pretty stacked. 19. Goodness, this match is not doing well. And about that didn't have much heat, and Terrible Wrestling Cameron Grimes defeated Kobe Carino. By submission, Cameron Grimes, 48, Kobe Carino, 34. Cameron Grimes getting better at his gimmick, that's good, but yeah, this is not good at all whatsoever. 68. Matt Sydal is in a dark room and has the light on him. He says he came to NXT to reveal the vision to the Cruiserweight division. That message fell on deaf ears. He learned a prophecy can't be carried out by one man, but by many. Not Matt Kanellis. Mike Kanellis steps into frame. He says it takes many men to carry out the vision. Soon enough, NXT will see the vision. So yes, Matt Sydal and Mike Kanellis will be a new team called The Vision. And we'll see if they can make people see what they're talking about. Better match, an extremely short match. Aleister Black defeated Mansoor in 5-14 by pinfall of the roundhouse kick. Black 65, Mansoor 41. 84, I like that. Black picks up an impressive win over Mansoor, and Tommaso Ciampa's music hits. Ciampa comes down to the ring and circles it with Black sitting in the ring crisscross. Ciampa smiles and tells Black, we'll meet again soon enough. So it looks like Ciampa is scouting out his probably next victim, because you know how sadistic Ciampa is. And it looks like Aleister Black isn't fazed by the mind games of Tommaso Ciampa. 79. So Chad Gable comes down the ring. He says he proved himself last Sunday when he beat Swerve 1, 2, 3 in the middle of the ring. Chad says he wants to be the best, and that means facing the best. Chad says he agrees that he and Yoy are alike in many ways. What that one difference is that killer instinct, that drive to win. See, you have to put me in the hospital before I lose. Johnny Gargano comes out. Johnny tells Chad that they've met before. You see, he was the guy that saved your bacon against Balor Club. I'm the guy who carried this brand on his back for 4 years while you're trying to find your way to TV. You see, my problem, Chad, is that you say you're the best wrestler in the world, but you're not even the best in this company. Not even the best in the brand. Heck, not even the best in the ring at the moment. I'm Johnny Wrestling. I can out-wrestle you any day of the week. Chad smirks and says, oh yeah? How about this? Since you're the best, you're the wrestling machine. We'll see, since I say I'm the best and you say you're the best when it comes to wrestling, pure wrestling. How about this? Me versus you in a few weeks' time, and I'll even do you one better for the NXT Heavyweight Championship. So it looks like Chad Gable and Johnny Gargano having a good old-fashioned title match to see who's the best pure wrestler. 52, and above that had decent reaction from the crowd, but subpar wrestling. Head baddies in charge defeated Maki Ito. I know Kano will be happy about that. And Hikari with Mia Yim defeated Maki Ito with a guillotine choke. Eva Elise 53, Mia Yim 49, Maki Ito 51, and Hikari 41. It's a pretty good match. Is that the co-main? Yeah, this is the co-main. So yeah, pretty good match. 92, this is what I love to see. So Kaylee Ray says she attacked Io last night to prove something. Everyone talks about how stacked Inferno is with Io Shirai, Mayu Iwatani, Rosemary, Rhea, Tenille. But they forgot about Thunder, not Inferno. Kaylee Ray says Thunder was left in the dust when it came to who's the best brand when it comes to women, and that she wants to prove something. That something is that the women's locker room in Thunder is hungry. It may not be as top heavy, but they want to show that they are the best. Kaylee Ray says they may not be as top heavy, but they are the more complete division. Kaylee Ray says that the reason why she attacked Io is because hold on, what? Kaylee Ray says she wants the best, so that's why she attacked Io. Okay, there we go. Kaylee Ray says Io is amazing, but she's not better than her. She proved it last night because she was standing tall while Io was looking down on the ground, looking up at the lights. Woman who looks to be a custodian jumps the barricade. It's Io Shirai. You clearly see it's her. She jumps on Kaylee Ray from the top rope and beats on her. Candice LeRae and Camille jump in the ring, and Camille hits Io Shirai with a spear, and Candice LeRae finish Io off with a moonsault. So it looks like Kaylee Ray was expecting, or it looks like Camille and Candice LeRae were helping Kaylee Ray when it comes to getting rid of Io Shirai. Io Shirai last night said she wanted Kaylee Ray. I can't speak it off in this video, but Io Shirai said she wanted Kaylee Ray, and she got her hands on her, but it didn't end up going well for her as she is looking at the lights again for the second night in a row. And it looks like Camille and Candice LeRae took out the trash basically in Io Shirai. We'll see if Kaylee Ray enlisted Camille and Candice LeRae or Candice and Camille just took out Io for the Thunder brand, since truly Io Shirai is really an intruder basically. So she doesn't belong on the brand, but 92 is a great rating. 74, great match, great match. And a superb match. Isaiah Swerve Scott defeated Bandito in 1707 by pinfall, the handspring back elbow. Swerve 79, Bandito 79. These two have great chemistry. How can they not? Okay, I see that lack of psychology one too many times in this video. We'll see what happens, but hopefully I can improve in the psychology department. But 74 for the rating, pretty good. 65, Bandito loses in the ring. Swerve moves on to be a part of the men's team at Supremacy. Bandito's in the ring as he just lost another important match. A woman comes down the rampway and helps Bandito to his feet. Was that woman the formerly known as Selena De La Renta? And why is she here in NXT? But Bandito lost to Tyler Breeze at Legacy, lost to Finn Balor, and he just lost to Swerve. He's been on a losing streak when it comes to important matches. So I guess a woman? I don't know who it is. But she came down the rampway and helped out Bandito to his feet. We'll see what happens. But for those that don't know, this is the former Selena De La Renta, and her new name is Olivia Gomez in NXT. I like that name. And she debuted her old school face gimmick. It got an initial rating. It was great. We'll see what happens. But she just helped Bandito to his feet and helped him to the back. We'll see what happens there. But yeah, we'll just see what happens. 56. This was not good at all. What was that for? Booking details. 6 minutes. I meant to put 4. Man, that's on me. But Karrion Kross comes in the ring with a few minutes to spare before the show comes off the air. Kross says Balor was too scared to face me, so who wants to fight? I'm not leaving this ring until I get one. So when Kross says this, a security guard knocks on the door, and Goldberg comes out of the locker room and heads down the entranceway. The crowd erupts as Goldberg is here in NXT. Goldberg gets in the face of Karrion Kross as both men goes nose to nose to close the show. Man, I'm pretty sure this would have gotten like a 90, but I put it at 6 minutes. And yeah, but Goldberg is here in NXT. We'll see what happens, but he got in the face of Karrion Kross. Kross wanted a fight, and it's like Goldberg is going to give it to him. 79? You telling me? Okay, 79. Okay, I'll take it very much. So that main event saved our bacon, and that Io Shirai segment saved our bacon too. So tell me what you thought down below. Goldberg is here in NXT. So tell me what you thought down below. Next week's looking stats, we have Charlotte versus Dakota Kai. We having some person debut next week. We're having Shaz McKenzie versus Allison Kay. Tyler Breeze's open challenge. What's going to happen with Black and Cross? What's going to happen with Johnny Gargano and Chad Gable? So we have some interesting things building towards next week, and also building towards Supremacy. What is happening with Bandito? Bianca Belair and Scarlett looks like they still have looks like their feud is going to still be brewing. Bronson Reed got some momentum, and Damian Priest returned. So we'll see what happens. Next week's looking pretty good, so we should be having a great show. And with what I have planned for next week, it should be one of my better shows. I won't say ever, but it should be one of my better shows as of late. So tell me what you thought down below. I'll see you when I see you. Peace.